Hey traders, welcome back to another market update. Today we are going to take a look at the currency market and see what's going on in terms of technical analysis. So starting with EURUSD, recently we had the crash underneath this level here, and you can see now we've actually retested our main zone of support that we've been talking about, which is of course the 1.09 level. Now if price decides to break out here, one thing that I've been thinking about is that if price breaks out here and retests, there might be the continuation of this longer term trend, which I am still overall bearish on EURUSD. Now, one other thing to look out for would be considering this longer term trend line here. If this does come into play, if we get retested here at some point in the future, there might be another room or another leg lower on this overall downtrend. My bias here overall in this pair is remaining to the bearish side. GBPUSD here is holding our level of support, which is this general zone here, right around the 1.2939 level. You can see price came down into this zone where previously buyers had been hanging out, and you can see buyers stepped in and so far have been pushing price up. Some of the big levels to look out for going forward on GBPUSD would be, in my opinion, this level 1.32 and potentially even if price continues up towards those recent highs up at the 1.35 level, right? So if price comes up to this area, I think that that's going to be, for the most part, we've been ranging. So my bias here would be we could see some sort of a pullback. But then overall, if we start to break, if we start to make a move higher, this would be the one to look out for, that kind of longer term high there. USDJPY here, taking a look like it looks like it wants to try and come up and retag that 110.22 level that we've marked right here in the black line here. And we also have this level as well. So you can see down here we have the 108.47 as price goes back and forth here, right? Overall, the market is ranging here. One thing that I'm looking out for on USD yen would be a break above and looking for the pullback, right? So if price breaks above significantly, we get a pullback, there might be the nice little trend continuation buy setup that we could see there play out on USDJPY. Next up is gold, and gold is interesting right now. We've drawn this trend line a few times. I'll draw it again on the daily chart here, right? It looks like price wants to retest that level here. If price comes back down to that level and we get it lined up, especially if we can get it lined up with, say, this level here, there might actually be some good setups for a long side position, in my opinion, going with the overall direction here on gold. So next up is going to be Brent crude. Brent crude finding some sort of a buyer down here in the lows. Now, if we zoom out just a little bit more, you can see we came down. We didn't quite make it to the lows of this area, but you can see currently price testing this general zone down here, right, where if I back up, hopefully you guys can see that behind my camera. You can see that this low kind of came in and found a lot of support previously. So we'll see if buyers want to step in that general vicinity. WTI crude, very similar, of course. You can see we did dip underneath this level that we talked about. And then now we didn't quite make it again to the lows, but we are looking like we see some sort of buyers in this general area around the 50.88 level. Aussie dollar coming down and actually holding this level of support that we've been watching, right? Price came down here, you can see support, support, support. Price came down and has been chattering back and forth. So it's consolidating right now, which actually can mean either way. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is bullish or bearish, right? So as price is doing this, we are consolidating, meaning that we're, buyers are picking up positions or sellers are picking up positions, and overall, it will shoot out one way, in my opinion, at one point, right? So if we kind of draw in our level here, you can see price is kind of respecting both directions and consolidating. If we break lower, there might be some trend continuation concepts there. And my bias is I'd be more interested in looking to join any short potential, but right now it is looking like it potentially wants to come bullish again here on AUDUSD, holding those long-term lows right around the 0.6691 level. Okay, and then last one is New Zealand yen here, and this is really interesting because I like the idea here. You can see that price held this level very nicely. In fact, I believe it holds a 50% retracement, if I'm correct. Just about a 50% retracement in this area here. From the low to the high, right? The pullback came here. Beautiful little pullback continuation here on New Zealand yen. We tagged it once and then we came back to retest the second time, and now we are shooting to the upside there. I think that there's potential on this move to maybe even make its way back towards the recent structure highs. Guys, I hope you got something out of today's video. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys back next time.